Hello and welcome to Harcourt Chiropractic Office. This is Dr. Gary Harcourt and I wanted to do a brief introductory video to allow you to see what this amazing machine does. It was featured on the doctors and is called stem wave therapy. It is FDA cleared and receiving a lot of attention from major institutions such as Harvard Medical School, Mayo Clinic. It's being used in a lot of your high-level athletic sports. For example, Pittsburgh Steelers uses it, LA Lakers, Chicago Cubs, etc., etc. As a chiropractor, we deal with joints and ligaments and tendons all the time. So this technology pairs really well with our type of practice. What it really addresses for us is to help us with joint pains. And that can be in the elbow, the knee, the hip, the back. Wherever there's a joint, there can be connective tissues that are not functioning right. And when they're dysfunctional, they cause pain. The benefits of using this therapy include accelerating healing of connective tissue. It immediately decreases inflammation and swelling, greatly improves blood circulation to those tissues because they have a poor blood supply. And the really cool thing is it stimulates your own stem cells to migrate to the area that it thinks it's damaged. The applicator head is applied to the joint and a electrohydraulic shock wave enters the joint at 3,355 miles an hour. Before we show you how this works, I think it's helpful to understand a little bit more about the tissues. So in this picture, the muscle arrow on the upper left indicates that those tissues are red. Why are they red? Because they have a good blood supply. And if you have a good blood supply, those tissues tend to heal rather quickly. As opposed to the tendons, the ligament, they're a white tissue. And white tissues have a very poor blood supply. That's why they're white. And that means they heal much, much more slowly. So the Softwave generates a hydroelectric shock wave that enters the joint at 3,355 miles an hour. That immediately decreases inflammation and it stimulates blood vessel proliferation so that you're getting more oxygen nutrition into the tissues and waste products out. And that's what helps do the healing. At the same time, the shock wave creates a shearing effect on the cell membranes and they release chemicals into the area which makes the body think it's damaged. It's really not, but it thinks it is. And so then your stem cells migrate to that area to start healing those tissues. And so the inflammation, as we apply the treatments, gradually goes down and we have tissues that then become more white again. Now this technology is relatively new in the United States. And actually, as of this recording, there are only 220 machines in the whole country. There's only 7 of them in Pennsylvania. There's only one other chiropractor in Pennsylvania that has one of these machines as of this date. And you can see on this map, the red arrow is our office. The next closest is in Hanover. The next closest machine is in Washington, D.C. And then the following closest one is in New Jersey. So people literally are driving hours to get this treatment. You know, when you have your health, you have 1,000 dreams. When you don't, you have one, and that's to get better again. So that's why we're offering this introductory session. It can help relieve pain, activate stem cells, increase healing, and it's $49 for the initial visit. And the cool thing about this is if you're going to benefit from this treatment, you're going to feel better right away. And if you feel improvement on the first visit, whether it's 10%, 20%, 40% or more, then subsequent visits will be beneficial for you. And it takes a full 8 to 12 weeks to get the full benefit of this therapy. And typically what we'll do is one treatment. If you respond well to that one and you want to get better, then we set up 6 visits, and that's twice a week for the next week, and then once a week for 4 weeks. So we're going to look at your most painful joint and treat that today and see how you do. And I wish you all the best, and I'm so excited to be able to offer this to you and our community because it is truly changing lives. All right, see you in just a little bit.